Hey there guys, Alex from Mental Health Thinking here, and I've got another video. This is the fourth in my series of vulnerabilities to depression, but also to difficulties that you might have in your life. So this video is about high emotionality with unprocessed memories. And I'm not just talking about full-on traumas that relate to PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm talking about things in the general person's life, often that happened when we were quite young, and they're things that when we still think back to those memories, they make us feel really uncomfortable. You can even think maybe you feel it in your body somewhere. Let's say that you had a humiliating time when you were young, where you were rejected by somebody, and when you think back to that, it really puts you back there, and you might feel it in your gut, you might feel it in your throat, wherever. It's something that has a real high emotional content. When we think back to memories that were fully processed, we can think of the situation as, okay, well, look, that was unpleasant, but we don't feel it now. We can understand what happened then, but we understand it as happening to us when we were whatever age as well. It's really important to explore this because these memories that haven't been processed fully can end up leading to really intense emotional reactions in our daily life as adults. And sometimes in really important times when it comes to relationships, when it comes to what sorts of things that we're doing with other people. We can also look for these by thinking, are there situations in my life that I get what seems to really be a disproportional emotional reaction to? Let's say that you ask someone out for coffee and they say no, and you feel it so strong. And then you think, was that, I mean, I know that I feel it that strong right now, but is that proportional to what just happened? Now, it could be that there's a series of memories that aren't processed in the background, and when you have this rejection, they all come back up and hit you like a ton of bricks, and it makes you feel so much stronger emotions than actually relate to the situation that you currently have. As you can imagine, these sorts of things can lead to problems in relationships, they can lead to isolation, they can lead to all sorts of issues that make us more vulnerable to developing mental illness, but they also lead to problems in general where we're just not enjoying things as much. Now, there are things that psychologists can do for you in this case. It's been my experience talking to psychologists that I found that there's several different ways that this sort of thing can be addressed. So different sorts of therapy. One that I've had experience of is EMDR, that's eye movement desensitization. Now, it's a big name. Basically, what you could do is get on Google, find psychologists in your area who are particularly trained in that. Other ones include schema therapy, sometimes hypnosis, sometimes things like sandplay, these sorts of experiential things that you can allow yourself to process these memories in a gentle way so that they can come up, be processed fully, and then when you look back on them, you know when you're done because you don't feel anything anymore when you think about these memories. You just know what they were. So that wraps up my talk on memories with high emotional content. The takeaway message is look for times when you might be reacting emotionally disproportional to the event. Think about memories that you have that you really feel strongly about rather than just understand that they were unpleasant at the time. And what you can do about it is probably see a psychologist and really look for psychologists who are trained in one of the areas such as EMDR, schema therapy, hypnosis, or something like sandplay therapy.